Hey everyone, I hope your writing is going well. Today I wanted to have a little bit more of a chatty discussion about writing communities and basically how establishing writing communities or even one-on-one relationships can really shape our writing. I think it's really common among writers to feel isolated in what they do. And actually, I took a Twitter poll not too long ago about this idea of writing communities, and I think it was 37% of people voted that they felt like they didn't have a writing community at all, which honestly makes me so sad, and I hope that NaNoWriMo changes that for some of those people. But anyway, but it is true though that unless you're co-authoring or something, it's something that you do alone. Even if you're in a coffee shop or a crowded library, I don't know, you're still writing word for word, page by page by yourself, and it can feel isolating. So today I just wanted to spend some time talking about 3 reasons why communities can actually improve our writing, and I will leave timestamps down below. And please leave comments with your advice. What do you think about writing communities? How did you go about establishing a writing community for yourself? And yeah, I just basically would love to know your thoughts, and let's just get right into it. First, I firmly believe that writing communities can help with writer's block. And I don't know, it's something about just writing by yourself and feeling totally bogged down by the whole writing process. And I spend a lot of time on Twitter and YouTube and Instagram talking about how I'm a 4 on the Enneagram. And one of those things for me that I latch onto is this idea of not being alone. As a 4, it's really easy for me to just assume that I'm the only one who ever thought something or felt something or struggled with something. And I don't know, it's easy to get in that whole line of thinking, to kind of go down that rabbit hole. You can feel so easily like you're the only one who struggled with a particular storytelling technique or just putting ideas down on paper. And so reaching out to someone else, I don't know, there's something about that is so freeing. It can be groundbreaking to communicate with another writer about something and realize that you're not the only one who has to deal with that, and it can just kind of free up your energy to devote your time and energy to something else besides yourself. This is me as a 4, just trying to get out of my own way. Also, the whole accountability thing is really crucial, and that's one of the reasons why I love NaNoWriMo so much, because there's something about having writing buddies and having that accountability, having somebody push you towards a goal. It's so easy to get into the habit of only writing when creativity strikes, when you have those little bursts of creativity. But NaNoWriMo and accountability and writing community in general really pushes against that. So that you're just showing up to see what happens. And it's kind of like a muscle that you have to work out. When I got my first writing job out of college, I had to pump out 7,000 words of content every single day. And when I first started, it felt completely unattainable. But pretty soon you get into a good rhythm, and you don't wait for creativity. You just show up and you do the work, and writing communities can help with that. You're pushing yourself to have a soft deadline, and while this doesn't work for every writer out there, I think the majority of writers can agree that that can be helpful. Second, writing communities help writers hone their craft. This may seem like a given, but I can't tell you how many people I've worked with who pass along their first draft and they've never shown a living soul what they've written. And I know there are different kinds of writers, and sometimes maybe that's the only thing that works for you. But I feel like it's so easy to miss out when you don't tap into other people's writing knowledge. I don't think you have to show your work to another writer to necessarily be a successful author, especially in the beginning stages. But I think you need to talk about writing and talk about the craft of writing. Writers tend to fall in love with their own words. You know, we all have blinders that keep us from writing or doing whatever it is we need to write or do to the best of our ability. That's not necessarily a bad thing, that's just the way that it is. The more you talk to other writers about their techniques and their resources, the more it will positively benefit your own work. Maybe you talk to another author who is struggling with dialogue, and walking alongside that person and learning together some helpful tips about dialogue is only going to benefit you, even if you're not physically working on each other's manuscripts. You're storing away helpful content. It's forcing you to take a look at how you handle a particular technique, and it's all beneficial. It's all good. Number 3, you write what you learn. And this is really similar to tip number 2, but I'm speaking more specifically in like a critique group kind of setting. When you respond to somebody's invitation or you invite yourself to participate in someone else's writing process who is different from you or writing about a different topic than you, you're going to learn from that person. Chances are that person has some wisdom to give. I've worked with writers before who have said, I just don't have time to be a part of a writing critique group. I don't have time to critique other people's work. And the thing is, that actually hurts you. It's give and take. And honestly, the feedback that you take the time to provide for someone else's work, you're gonna gain so much more. And that's what community is. It's not always convenient. It's about staying curious and helping each other out. And honestly, I genuinely believe that what you give, you get back 10 times more. You'll see your own personal process begin to change slowly. And it's not the instant gratification type of community that really makes a difference. It's the slow chipping away and doing the hard work together that I think is the most transformative. I could go on and on about writing communities and why I think they're so important and why I think they're so rare. But I want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below and let me know some of your personal experience. Or maybe you're trying to have a writing community like this and you're looking for other writers. Leave your name down below, leave a comment. And who knows, you may find a writing buddy beyond NaNoWriMo. Wouldn't that be so cool? I just want to play matchmaker and encourage everybody to find each other. I just feel like writing communities enrich our work so much more. I can tell a difference when I edit someone's manuscript who is really heavily involved in the writing community. I genuinely can tell a difference. Okay, I think that's all I have for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.